Hello everybody, welcome to Crypto 411. My name is Merlin Rothfeld, and as of September 15th, in the wee hours of the morning, an event happened which was one of the most significant events to ever happen in the world of cryptocurrency. It's called The Merge. It sounds like something out of a Star Wars movie, but let me break down what it is, why it's so important, and what the opportunities may be for us going forward. Now, The Merge is essentially a convergence between two technologies. I'll break it down in very simple layman's terms. Imagine that you have a steam locomotive going down the track. It's doing 50 miles an hour, but it's old, it's inefficient, it's polluting the skies. And you want to convert that train into an electric train that's all clean energy and environmentally friendly. Well, okay, we can do that, right? You got to stop, take the trains off the track and build one and then put it back on. In this example, though, we cannot stop that steam locomotive from moving. It has to continue doing 50 miles an hour. Nobody can know the difference, and boom, snap your fingers on that day on September 15th, and it will automatically be an electric train. That's essentially what Ethereum is doing. They use a consensus mechanism to come up with an agreement on all of the transactions in that network. That's called proof of work, and it's incredibly energy intensive. Now, the proprietors, the people who created Ethereum are like, listen, we want to be more environmentally friendly, less of a carbon footprint. So let's switch over to proof of stake, which is, let's call it the electric train here. It's going to use 99.95% less energy on the proof of stake chain. So they're converting from proof of work to proof of stake. That's the merge. And the merge really is, the proof of stake chain has been running for months now. It's been fully functional. They just had to now convert everybody on the proof of work chain over to that proof of stake chain. An incredibly difficult event. And I was up at the wee hours of the morning watching all the commentary, and it finally went through, and you know what? It was a success. Everything went as planned, very, very smooth. Now let me explain just a couple different things here. Miners who made up the old proof of work network are upset because they spent millions of dollars on mining equipment. That mining equipment is really going to go to waste unless they can find another project to direct their equipment's energy at. So what they've decided is we're going to fork the Ethereum chain. Now that looks like this. As you can see here, I have the main chain, which is Ethereum, and that will still remain ETH as the ticker symbol, and that's going to be proof of stake. The forked chain is called Ethereum POW, or proof of work, and that's going to be ETHW as a ticker symbol, which is proof of work. The way this works is the old community of miners refuses to give up, and they continue to mine as normal and work to create two separate chains. So in this illustration here, you can see the Ethereum blockchain, just a series of blocks connected. At a certain point, the ETHW network splits off from it like this. Now, for those who hold Ethereum, there are ways you can actually get those ETHW tokens for free. This is something we talked about in the Crypto Investor Live program at Online Trading Academy, is how to position yourself to capitalize on essentially an airdrop where you receive free tokens that may have some value. How much are those tokens going to be worth? We don't know at this point. We'll find out in a couple of days when ETHW goes live. But what is gained by Ethereum from doing this transition from proof of work to proof of stake? Well, as I mentioned earlier, number one thing, energy. That carbon footprint is going to drop significantly. Again, a 99.95% reduction in energy consumption on the Ethereum network. Vitalik Buterin, who's one of the inventors of Ethereum, said that if we look at the energy savings on the Ethereum network right now, it saves the world 0.2% of its global energy consumption. Just one project, Ethereum. Now imagine if some of these other proof of work networks switched over to proof of stake. But what's the long-term goal here? It isn't just an energy savings. This step, going from proof of work to proof of stake, allows Ethereum to potentially scale up their network. Right now, they're rather slow, and we've seen an influx of competition, the likes of Cardano, Avalanche, Cosmos, Algorand, Solana, the list goes on and on. They've all risen to prominence because Ethereum can't do a lot of transactions, only does 15 transactions per second. But now, because of the switch to proof of stake, there's two potential upgrades that are going to happen in the next year or so. One, which is called rollups, could potentially increase transactions by 100, meaning Ethereum now can do 1,500 transactions per second. And if they can do sharding, S-H-A-R-D-I-N-G, which starts maybe next year, that could get them up another 100x, which could get Ethereum up to 150,000 transactions per second. Therefore, putting a lot of pressure on competition in this space. Now, it's a very exciting time. We're seeing advancements in technology. We're also seeing regulators starting to form the frameworks for cryptocurrency and digital assets. And Ethereum's move on September 16th is a major step in creating an even more competitive, more fair, and more efficient world. If you'd like more information on cryptocurrency or digital assets, you can register to take our digital assets program, which is 42 self-paced videos, or sign up for our Crypto Investor Live with Cameron Kaiser and myself, where we do 4 hours a week of live crypto market commentary. We'll see you next time.